Welcome to Gemini season. We have made it to the season of the twins. It is the second day of Gemini season currently. The sun moved into Gemini sometime last night. The sun is currently at 0 degrees of Gemini, and it's a dreary, rainy morning. Gemini season, we're going to touch upon the aspects of Gemini and the different energetic traits and archetypal traits. We're going to talk about the ruling planet of Gemini, who is Mercury. And we're going to talk about the herbs that support us during Gemini season. My friends are here to join me in my camera. It's Rose and Wild Phlox. And this is Selenite, this Tower of Light. Okay, Gemini, I'm just waking up and I'm having some coffee, which actually is under the realm of Gemini. Why? Because it's mentally stimulating. And Gemini is a mentally stimulating sign. Go to your birth chart and see where you have Gemini. You have it somewhere. You might have it in a stronger placement than others, or you might not have Gemini in any one house, but no matter what, you have Gemini. And if you don't know how to do that and you're curious and you want more, just type in birth chart reading into the comments, because I love reading birth charts. And if anybody wants their chart read and they want to dive into their cosmic blueprint a little bit more and understand about their placements and what's going on for them astrologically, just reach out. I'm game. So, Gemini is an air sign. Gemini is, again, communication. They're the most brilliant communicators. And if you ever meet someone who has a lot to say to the borderline of doesn't know how to stop talking, chances are you've met a Gemini. A Gemini moon or a Gemini sun or a Gemini rising. You've met a strong Gemini. They have this incredible cognitive ability to process and transfer information. So a lot going on with the brain, a lot going on with, neural pathways and synapses and information. So the ruler of Gemini is Mercury, planet Mercury, which is our planet of communication. Mercury is that messenger in the sky, right? The archetypal energy of Hermes, of relaying information. And typically we think of Mercury mostly, and we think of Mercury retrograde, all of the mainstream astrologies like Mercury retrograde, technology is not going to work, which is all, has its merit. But Mercury is amazing because Mercury has the ability to bring information from different worlds to our world through dimensions, right? Through quantum, through space and time, moving through timelines. And we can access information from above, from within, from Gaia more easily when Mercury is strong, because Mercury's there to bring that information and help move it through the veils. Rad. So if you're someone that wants to really work on your communication between realms, if you want to work on your clairvoyance, which is being able to see, right? Seeing without actually seeing, or your clairaudience, which is tapping into that sound and having the gift of hearing things that you might not normally be able to hear on a physical level, or clairsentience, right? Having that gift of feeling into things and situations based off of your intuition, right? These are all gifts: clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant. And if you want to tap into them, and there are many more, if you want to tap into them, Gemini season's a really good time to meditate on that, because you have Mercury there. You have that fast moving energy, air energy of Gemini. And mind you, Libra is also an air sign, and so is Aquarius, but they're different, right? Gemini is the minutia. Gemini folks are detail oriented. They leave no stone unturned. I work with a Gemini. She is one of the fastest calculating, moving, cognitive memory. She's incredible. I'm an Aquarius and I'm also air, and she makes me look like a quiet rock. And she's so mentally alert and aware, and her communication skills are peak, top notch. So it's a really fascinating sign. What else do I want to say about Gemini? Gemini can be very like flirtatious, right? It's that like teenage energy. It's that like social energy. It's, ooh, what are we going to do today? Let's go check this out. And then let's go to the coffee shop and let's get hopped up on our coffee or our matcha. Stimulate our brains, and then let's go to the bookstore and read about this and that. And then let's go check out our friends over here. It's very social, butterfly, move about town type energy. So be careful as well. This season coming up, this Gemini season, don't overload your brain capacity, because things move fast in Gemini season and we can get really untethered and ungrounded. So one of the big advice points for this season is like, remember to ground, remember to embody, remember to get into your body, because the shadow sides of Gemini is like monkey brain, monkey mind, like not being able to turn it off, too quick, too many thoughts, ungrounded, these types of things. Gemini's the twins, right? Like, what does that mean? Gemini's the twins. So as we know, we have so many parts of ourselves, right? We have way more than two, but in this archetype, it is represented by two twins. It's kind of like this duality, right? And so Gemini is like, I can be this way and I can be that way. And how can we look at both of those sides and bring them together? How can we integrate our parts? How can we invite them to come together and operate from more of a wholeness centering point? So interesting things to think about. Okay, let us move into the herbs. But again, Mercury. If you want to meditate during this, maybe you already have a meditation practice, but like, it's a really powerful time to access, like I said, through Mercury, calling on that mercurial archetype and energy, and accessing other parts of yourself, like deep within, or your star family in, other planets and star systems, if you feel called to that, or ancestors, right? Like whomever are not of this plane, you can really have beautiful communication and open channels with them, with respect and, and love and intention and all the safe things as well. So, okay, herbs. Peppermint. Beautiful, plain old peppermint, who's really not that plain. Peppermint is a cooling herb. Peppermint is mentally stimulating. It has this like calming effect, but also this stimulating effect. So it's very intellectual. It's very up here. It's very like thought provoking. It's very like you breathe in peppermint and you're like, ooh, I'm awake now. So peppermint tea, work with peppermint as much as possible. It's also good for the nervous system. So when the Gemini energies are really high and things are moving fast, peppermint is like grounding, but stimulating at the same time. Pretty cool. Also, skullcap. Have you ever heard of skullcap? It's a little bit more of a rare herb. She's amazing. Skullcap is called skullcap because she literally, she has this cool little part of her bloom that goes like over the top, and it looks like a little cap on her bloom. And she's the cap on the skull, because when our brains are working too much, when we can't sleep, when our channel, our crown chakra is really open and we're like, whoa, I gotta like protect my energy. I gotta like put a lid on it. That's what skull cap helps us do, is kind of like not close the crown chakra, but like say, hey, like do not disturb. Come back another time. Like I need my own resources and everything right here, and I need to hunker down within myself. So beautiful, like calming. Skull cap. What else about skull cap? She's a nervine as well, really calming to the nervous system, and helps sleep if everything is getting really busy and you can't quite turn your brain off. And then matcha as well. Beautiful matcha green tea, stimulating to the brain. It's a different type of feel than coffee. Is better for your brain than coffee. I love my coffee. No hating on the coffee, but you got to be careful with coffee. So matcha, try matcha this season and see, what's different about your thought patterns. And then lastly, one of my favorite beautiful sisters, Tulsi, holy basil. Oh, if you've ever smelled Tulsi, you know what I'm talking about. It's, for me, it's one of the most incredible smells on the planet. I can't even describe it. I will try and come up with some poetic description of Tulsi. But she's an adaptogen, first of all, so helping your body cope with stress and helps strengthen that vital force. But she's also really mentally stimulating, and she brings a lot of clarity, and she brings a lot of insight, and she brings a lot of like, aha, and wakes you up in a different way than coffee would, than matcha would. And yeah, she's called Tulsi Holy Basil. So lastly, what I want to say is during this time, if you're working on some kind of project that has to do with speech or writing, because Gemini is this expression, right? Gemini is like, get it out. I have a message. I have a story, right? They're great storytellers. Now is a beautiful, supportive time to get that out into the world. I just published a book, How Love Grew the Moon. I'm sure you've seen it if you are checking out my channel. And while I mostly did it during Taurus season, at least like the last final touches, now I'm promoting my book out into the world, which is very Gemini. And a book and your message and your story and then sharing it is very, very Gemini. So I am sending all those ripples out into the world. So if you have something that you're working on and you're speaking your truth and you're speaking from your heart and you have a story, Gemini season's the time. Okay, my darlings, happy Gemini season. I hope you have a lovely, smooth ride, and remember to ground down.